Charizard and Duck Hunt.
Wow. It's something you don't hear every day, man.
Yeah.
Okay, no button check needed this time. Just jumping right into this match. All right. Okay, comes right in, looking for the auto-cancel up air. Possibly looking for the start of some sort of combo. Now, Sonic is a character that obviously doesn't have like raw kill power and can kill you like, 10, 15 seconds into the match. He has to put, a little bit of a hurt on you. It kind of chills away at your percent. But, one tool that Sonic has that can't be taken away from him is his ability to get in and find grab. Grab opens up a lot of windows of opportunity for Sonic, but Duck Hunt has the skills and the assets needed to keep Sonic out.
That he does. Of course, he's also good at interrupting the spin dash with his various projectiles. Just trying to alienate Sonic from going for his primary options. Oh, almost gets a really nice sequence right there.
Okay. Try to catch him with the can. Good short hop there just to take away any option that he might have needed to come back. There's a high recovery, though.
That was really, really smart from Meteor. Kind of faking him out. Oh, am I going to go to the platform? No, I'm going to go back on stage.
Okay.
3 different methods at once.
Okay, again, more falling up airs. Gets the back. It looks like he was a little hesitant to go for the throw that time, just in case the can came out and disrupted that combo.
That was a risky air dodge. I really thought that up air was going to connect and lead into something big for Meteor.
Yeah, because had that one connected, he probably would have went for a spring right into a second one. Seeing how he hadn't used it yet. Okay, retreating up here on this top platform again. And Raito with the traps on deck always.
Yeah, that can was nearing its limit right there, I believe. Duck Hunt can shoot the can either, or shoot or hit the can, I believe, 8 to 12 times, I think. It's one of those two,
right?
8 or 12.
Okay. Always going to go for the up air. Not that time. Knockback kind of pushing Meteor a little further than expected here. Now Raito trying to scout out the landing. Okay. I like what I'm seeing here too. Raito comes in super aggressive, and then if the things aren't looking right for him, if the situation's not going in his favor, he just retreats and goes right back into cannon projectile mode. That seems to be a type of playstyle that Meteor just has a really hard time dealing with.
And another really clever thing about Raito is that if he's rushing in to commit to an option like a grab, he's got the can there to back him up.
Yes.
In those situations where Meteor could potentially punish him. That said, though, this is a scary situation for Raito now. We do know that Sonic's back air is more than capable of killing, but not anymore.
I need a timer, just on this side stream alone, of how many times that the can has killed just from the ledge. Like when a character's trying to come back, I need a timer. I don't know if the stream can do it, or maybe Sir Toasty. Somebody help me out here, man. Oh, okay, like I said earlier, there's that tilted down forward smash for characters that don't have hitboxes on that recovery. That's a super good option there. Oh,
his own can betraying him and taking it off the side. He tried, of course, to trade with the can right there, but did not help him out at all.
When you have to do it to yourself, man, sometimes. Super unfortunate to see here, but chiseling away at Meteor here, slowly but surely. And that's something that a lot of top players and just high-level players of any caliber kind of lose track of versus Raito, man. Like you're moving and grooving around these projectiles. Next thing you know, you've run into like 50 clay shots, a couple cans, and now here we are. You're caught at like 100%. You don't even know how it happened to yourself.
Oh, yes. But the shark bite coming out from Sonic. Very nice empty jump grab right there. Good chunk of damage coming out from Raito.
Okay. Runs right up, gets the grab. Not wanting to play that one. It's super unsafe there. Getting thrown right into Raito. I thought he was actually going to try to go for a backer, but he wanted to play that one safe because aerials are something that you don't want to trade with on Sonic's behalf, and you really do not want to trade with on Raito's behalf as well.
Now, that was something that I mentioned before. I've never seen Duck Hunt's rapid jab drop, and technically that was true. He dropped out of the one of the early hits of the jab, one of the 1-2s, but still, it's weird to not see that jab connect. All right, how will Meteor get this edge guard? Oh, the spring. Can he capitalize? Hits his own can into him. Now he's in a very favorable position once again.
Oh, not a good spot to be in.
Springs.
Is he going to be able to spring himself to victory? Oh, comes right back on with the back air.
That was superb. Knowing that Raito would be able to get back onto the stage, he instead reversed his spring jump and was able to cover his get up with the back air. Beautiful stuff coming out from Meteor.
Meteor's like, get these low tiers out of here, man. I'm not falling victim to 2 of them today. It ain't happening. That Sharper might have got the best of me, but Raito, I'm not letting it happen. Okay. Now, I expect to see a bit of a stage shift here. Both of the two players play very well here, but I don't expect to see them go right back to where we were before. Okay, goes to Town and City this time.
Meanwhile, on the other stream, we have Sharpie versus AC in losers.
Oh, man.
Game 1. We're going back to our set here. Town and City is the pick, of course. A lot more flat ground than Smashville. More room to breathe for both characters.
Yes. Both these two characters, they like to go the distance. You know, Sonic obviously being able to just to rip and run and be his own projectile. And then, of course, Raito, as you see right here, has a lot more room to play with all his toys as well. But one thing that both players have got to stay clear of is the ability that both characters have to kill early off top.
Yes.
It seems like Raito has had a better time getting his up airs off the top of the screen. Sonic, Meteor, not really the same story at hand, but he does have a lot of time to make things go in his favor.
Oh. Possibly a misinput on that up B. I don't quite know why he would want to do that there. Ooh, catches him mid-homing attack with the can shot.
Okay, whips a grab that time. There's the back throw.
Another strong start coming out from Raito. Throw into the can.
Okay, 136% on board right here. Doesn't really seem to get into the head of Meteor here. You know, even though he is at 143%, the fact that he can kind of cool his jets and not really have to come in will make all the difference. But it doesn't even matter at this point. The up air, again, like I talked about, kind of closing out Meteor's stock. Okay. There's the back row. Low percent combos coming out here from Raito. And this is the Raito that everybody's kind of grown to love. The one that can kind of zone you out, but the one that can kind of get in and box as well, too.
Yep. This Raito's space management is so good. He's so aware of the sort of approach options that Meteor is going to want to opt for in all of these different situations, and he just has something covered right there. At worst, he's trading with Can, and that's the most damage that he's taking. Meteor has yet to have a solid hit on him in quite some time.
Yes, and I think that could be due to the physicalities of Town and City, the fact that there is so much room to just really move and to rip and run.
Finally, he manages to get that grab into the up air, reads the air dodge, and finishes Raito's stock fairly early.
Oh, going for a pretty sexy setup right there. Okay, gets the rapid jab again, sending him up. Interesting stuff right here. Wow. Okay, not being able to find access to a grab is really making all the difference here in this match, in this game number 2. Game number 1, things seem to go very much in Meteor's favor, but I can't quite say the same here. Throws right into the can.
Good, sizable chunks of damage coming out from Raito.
Okay. Another can on deck. Sends that man flying clear into the corner here, but he has a lot of fight left in him. I don't want to pull the plug on him yet, but he is most certainly on life support. Okay, now let's see how he tries to come back to the stage. That was really smart to use the dare to get right up underneath the stage, then using the spring immediately to get the snap. Didn't want to go for a high recovery at all.
Ooh, that can almost taking it.
Here we go. Oh, wow.
Another one.
Wow.
There we go. Raito taking game 2.
And not only did he throw the can at him, he threw it like right as it was ready to detonate. That is like situational awareness at its finest.
Indeed it is.
Okay, now we have ourselves a game 3 moment. Both players have shown high levels of dominance in this game. Game 1 obviously went to Meteor, played out of his mind. Game number 2 couldn't quite figure things out, and every dog had its day. Now here we go in game number 3. What do we expect here?
That is a good question. It seems like the increased amount of space that we saw from that stage really helped Raito out. So yes, taking it to Dreamland, somewhere with a little bit less horizontal space for Duck Hunt to kind of run away, will definitely help. And of course, Sonic can get some cheese here. He can get some nutty early kills off of that top platform of Dreamland if he's able to get the lead and camp on that platform and get that up throw to up air.
All right, man, I think you're being a little too nice. It's more than cheese. Like, it's the whole damn dairy section, okay? Like, let's be real right now, man. But regardless, let's see how well both of these two players go up against each other in this Game 3 moment. And not only that, but up against Wispy. Now, as you know, Duck Hunt's a character that needs that positioning online. Not so much microspace, but he wants to be at that comfortable distance away.
Yeah.
To where if you decide to come in, he can hit you with an aerial. But if you're too far, the projectiles are there to aid him. But when Wispy keeps pushing you out of position, that really starts to show as the match kind of trails on here. Okay. Good dash attack there. Kind of sharking from upper and knee. Using the up air as well to kind of keep Raito off of these top platforms. Play shot, boom. Big damage up there on that platform. Now let's see what Raito can kind of turn this into. These platforms here are not positioned in the same fashion as Battlefield is. And I think at this level of Smash, you have got to know that sometimes you can be up there on that platform and think that you're super duper comfortable. Next thing you know, the up airs are on deck here from Raito.
Yeah, the ability to adapt and remain aware of the different platform arrangements between Battlefield and Dreamland is so crucial at this high to top level play.
Okay. Tries to catch him with the back air. I think he was expecting him to air dodge out of the way of the can. That way he could catch him as that animation was ending. But nonetheless here, Raito still doing what he has to do to keep Sonic out. Meteor, 127% online here. Has to find one solid conversion to put some damage on the board. Kind of feels like he's doing a lot more work here than Raito at times, but Raito finding an opening for a grab himself. Again, another can on the ledge.
There's such high percent on Meteor every stock. It's just, he hasn't really been able to get too much started in these couple of games.
That's a re-grab though.
Not able to punish too hard, unfortunately. Oh, the can wasn't quite in position, but the up air, grabbing him and taking the stock.
And as I look over to the left, Meteor takes a huge breath in. Now let's see if he can kind of keep it together mentally here. I know he's had a pretty fantastic run here today, but Raito, man, is looking really good here.
Yeah,
I know
looking very, very dominant. Lapped him in percent.
Okay, and I like what Meteor does when he kind of finds that comfortable distance away. He throws out a lot of those up airs to kind of bait Raito in. And even though Raito doesn't really fall for that bait very often, he is a dog, and if you throw something, he will go get it.
Good air dodge from Meteor right there. But again, he really needs to find this offensive momentum. Just Raito has had the complete control. Finally gets a solid back air in there, but it's not going to be enough just yet.
Okay, rapid jab. Sends him up again into a very weird angle, but an angle nonetheless that kind of aids Raito, if you will. Because the minute that he sends him into that weird corner, it looks like Meteor tries to come down and touch the platform. And as you know, the way the can is positioned and the way that all the aerials are positioned from Raito, he has everything that Meteor does scouted out. Oh, but there's an up air of his own.
Oof, doesn't quite get the next follow-up. Is he going to get this one? No. Another good air dodge.
Okay.
And that is it.
A two-stock finish at that.
Real strong two-stock coming out from Raito. He definitely was able to just gain all the control throughout that entire set. There wasn't really too much Meteor could do. He just fell out of options. Raito's intelligence and neutral gameplay are just so strong.
Yes. Yeah, and he just shut a lot of doors for access that Meteor looked to have earlier today, like in this wave of pools and, of course, in the one before this as well, too. So, regardless, huge round of applause there to both players, but Raito is the one that will ultimately move on.
Meanwhile, on the other stream, we have an incredibly close Game 3 set between AC and Sharpie. Sharpie with a very incremental lead, only 4%.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to have another swap of commentators. Us two are done for the time being. It has been a pleasure. I am Viram.
I am Rod, man. Guys, keep it locked here. Do not touch that home button, computer screen, whatever you're watching this on. Keep it locked here. We'll be right back right after this.
Survival. Hey guys, Matt here with 1HP, and today I want to show you guys a stretch that you guys can do to undo the stress on your hands after playing Smash for a while. It's part of a 6-minute routine you guys can find on 1HP.
To do this exercise, all you have to do is bend your wrist back with your palm facing up towards the ceiling, grab your finger and slowly pull down towards the ground. You're going to repeat this with each finger and make sure you're feeling just a general stretch, no pain at all. What you're doing is basically providing a little bit of decompression for each of the small joints within the finger.